Hey class, what's up? This class is network management. You would have done ITech 250 from the last course. This course is a little bit more serious and it requires very much dedication when you're doing this class. All right, so basically you enroll yourself by typing 251 in the e-classroom under network management. Of course, you will see my beautiful face. All right, and you will begin first and foremost with this course here is subnetting, and the whole motivation of this course is for you to learn how to do static routes. All right, so static routes is essentially important for you all to understand, but before you understand static routes, you have to get a grasp of subnetting. All right, unfortunately, this class does not have a day that is assigned to it. It's fully online, and thank God your handsome teacher here has developed the platform in such a way that is self-explanatory. All right. So basically, you have to learn how to subnet. At the end of this class, if you do not know how to subnet, it makes no sense moving on. All right. So before you learn to subnet, you have to learn about um, Class C interfaces. What does that mean? You have to learn about Class B and Class A. All right. So these tutorials here are going to show you how to create and to convert binary to decimal and decimal to binary. All right. And from that, when you learn how to do the binary decimal and the decimal to binary, then you move on to using the magic number. And at this point in time, if anybody is confused about his magic number, this is when we would have to find a day, if it's a Saturday or Sunday, whatever the case, to hammer this thing down. Because you cannot go through this class without understanding the difference between classful subnetting and classless subnetting. All right, every class is assigned by the week. So by the time that we say week 2, and you do all these tutorials here, and you, for some strange reason, you don't understand, you understand the concept of subnetting, as you can see, it have muscle subnetting here, subnetting using the B side. Then I had the whole tutorial video here and so on before we introduce ourselves to packet forwarding and routing. So if somewhere along the line here, you see how many tutorials I have, a lot of tutorials that muscle it down, to hammer it down. You do not understand how to subnet. We have to take a pause and reinforce this because you cannot go on to routing and switching if you do not know anything about subnetting, right? So you need to know how to do those things, routing and packet forwarding. And in order for you to understand routing and packet forwarding with all these videos here that are located, because you have to reproduce these videos, by the way, for every exam, you definitely would have to understand how to subnet. This is how serious this class is. All right. I'm going to give all that breakdown in terms of what is the structure of the course. All right. We have to do RIP version 1 and RIP version 2 coming down to the end. But the main component of this course here is basically learning how to set up what you considered as a static route. So this is how your class breakdown would be. You would have to know what is classful IP4 subnetting. You'll have to know what is classless. You have to know how to do IP version 6, which you have tutorials up there too as well. You have these 4 exercises to deal with the interface of the Cisco commands, the console and the VTY lines. All those things are very easy to understand. The command line interface and the switching configurations, and that video on that up here. So that is the easiest thing to do. You don't have to worry about these 4 research questions here. Then this one here is the hallmark of the exercise, static route. This is what you have to make sure that you know and understand. And I have a tutorial video that is in detail showing you about static routes. And then we reinforce them, but each one of them is considered a project. The subnetting skills challenge, this is where you're going to prepare yourself for advanced routing protocol the following semester. All right. So basically, the enrollment key is 251. And the beginning of this class, you have to understand classful subnetting and then move on to classless on portion C, B, and A. Pay attention and pay that in mind. Anytime that you are lost, we have to find a day to explain this thing in detail. All right?